Last week, we got a bombshell dropped on the Marvel Cinematic Universe that Disney and Sony have officially ended their relationship, and that means the fate of Spider-Man going forward is looking grim as ever. Today, we're going to be talking about new comments from Kevin Feige and Tom Holland regarding the Sony and Disney split. What's up, guys? Wes here, coming back with another multiverse video, and today we're going to be going over all of the new information regarding the Sony and Disney split, especially whenever it comes to the fate of Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, not only does this mean that Tom Holland will no longer reprise his role as Spider-Man in the MCU, but it also means that Kevin Feige is no longer going to be producing the upcoming Spider-Man films. Now, if you're a huge fan of Spider-Man, then you could breathe a sigh of relief, as Sony will still be producing Spider-Man films as well as a potential Spider-Verse sequel. So at least we're going to get more Spider-Man content in the future, but unfortunately, Tom Holland is probably not going to be working on any future projects with Sony. Now, for those of you that are completely out of the loop and are wondering, why is it that Sony can make Spider-Man films and not Marvel themselves? And that's because Marvel sold the rights to Sony. Now, at the D23 Expo Entertainment Weekly booth, Kevin Feige stated, "We got to make 5 films within the MCU with Spider-Man, 2 standalone films, and 3 with the Avengers. It was a dream that I never thought would happen. It was never meant to last forever. We knew there was a finite amount of time that we'd be able to do this, and we told the story we wanted to tell, and I'll always be thankful for that." Now, during another D23 Expo, Tom Holland was on stage next to Chris Pratt, and he stated at the end of it, "Listen, it's been a crazy week, but thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I love you 3000. And then shortly after the panel, he elaborated a bit more and said, "Basically, we've made 5 great movies. It's been 5 amazing years. I've had the time of my life. Who knows what the future holds, but all I know is that I'm going to continue playing Spider-Man and having the time of my life. It's going to be so fun, however we choose to do it. The future of Spider-Man will be different, but it will be equally as awesome and amazing, and we'll find new ways to make it even cooler." Now, as of right now, Tom Holland could continue to reprise his role as Spider-Man in the Sonyverse, but with his removal in the MCU, it puts the future of the MCU's timeline in jeopardy, because in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, Spider-Man was an integral part of the timeline, and it'll be very interesting to see how they manage his departure in the MCU. Now, obviously, guys, this could be corporate politics and a way for Disney to try to get as much money as possible out of Sony. So it could be that this stuff corrects itself within a few months, but at the moment, Spider-Man is no longer a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm very upset. We finally had the combination of a great actor playing Spider-Man and people who know how to make good movies, and then Sony and Disney decided to screw it all up. Now, a lot of fans' first impulse reaction was to go and blame Sony and to boycott those Sony bastards, but at the end of the day, it was just as much Disney's fault as well. They asked for 25% of future films that Kevin Feige and Tom Holland produce, and Sony wasn't having it, so they stopped discussions and they just went about their business, because at the end of the day, Sony does own the rights to Spider-Man, so they kind of have all of the bargaining chips. Now, you can obviously argue that Disney made Sony a buttload of money, and they did. I just want this to be resolved and give us Tom Holland back in the MCU, because we deserve it. But at the end of the day, guys, I guess we're just gonna have to hope for the best. Thank you guys so much for watching. Multiverse is back, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel with your notifications on, and don't forget to come back tomorrow for a future Multiverse video. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this has been Wes, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye, everybody.